Yeah, but I don't know. Have you seen outlandish shit? Have you ever seen anybody just get drunk and like dive in a pool or I don't know?
People get drunk. You see drunk people every day, B.
Yeah, yeah. That includes myself. He's like, look in the mirror, goddammit. You're looking at one.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
For all of us here at the Mad Scientist Lab.
All right.
And speaking of the Mad Scientist Lab, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 91 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And our special guest on this show is our good friend Ace, also known as Ace Boogie, I'm assuming.
Not to be confused with Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Don't confuse it.
Yeah, please don't do that. Even though so thank you for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I know we've been trying to do this for a while.
Probably over a year.
Yeah, he said that last night. He was like, I've been trying to do this for a year. Sorry that it's taken so long for you to finally get on the show with us. But I guess we're busy and famous people. So that's just kind of what happens when you get famous, I think. So
Nothing wrong with that.
So I guess to start things off.
Yeah, you want to plug your business real quick?
So I'm a filmmaker, photographer. I have a wedding filmmaking and photography business.
Nice.
Sage and Silhouettes. So that occupies quite a bit of my time. I also do freelance web development, website design, graphic design, freelance photography and filmmaking as well.
I didn't know any of that shit about you.
Yeah,
I see you like pretty regularly. I should probably ask you like more personal questions in person when we're drinking.
The only reason I knew is because we are both into the same thing.
Yeah.
He's just deeper into it. Like I don't know. I got to get off my ass and fucking stuff.
Yeah, get off your ass. That's why we got Ace here to motivate you and possibly me to make my life better.
This is part of it, part of the whole thing. I mean, like, still media production is just getting out there and doing like video productions and doing like because like what we were talking about that you still haven't sent me the info for.
Oh yes, that. Don't worry.
I need that.
Ooh, I've got a master plan, my friends.
So we can start planning that shit out. And that'll be more shit that we can have.
So what got you? I asked this to everybody, just simply to create conversation. What got you into the whole photography, filmmaking, just that whole genre?
Yeah, it's just always been like a passion of mine, just to be creative and being able to tell stories with the digitally, with images and motion. So I was working in Iraq for about a long time, and then I went to Afghanistan for a while, and then I was just tired of like the whole government space, even though I still work for the government. But
yeah, it's all good, man.
It was just kind of, it was just kind of taxing on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't have like an opportunity to have a creative outlet, So I said, when I was in Afghanistan, I was like, I just want to buy a camera, and whatever I do with this, I'm going to do something with it when I get back, So bought the camera, huge investment.
Oh yeah, you had that good money saved.
had a few dollars.
Yeah,
you had hazard pay and
just a few dollars. Enough to buy a camera.
All right, he bought a camera.
A red camera. He got a red camera.
No, it's just a Canon. It's just a Canon.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Canon is a C series.
No, the first camera I got was like the first camera I bought to do filmmaking was a Canon 5D Mark III at the time. That's what it was. And everybody was raving about it at that time. It was like in 2013. Everybody's raving like, "Oh, this is the next best thing as far as like filmmaking. Like it's a photography camera, it's a DSLR, but it had like filmmaking specs that are out of this world." So like in that time, now there's cameras that's blowing that out of the water. Like
and small cameras.
That's like $1,000.
Yeah.
So. What was I going to say? So you got into the
iPhones can do that shit.
Yeah, iPhones are great cameras. So I got into that. I bought the camera and I came back and I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then a friend of mine was getting married and I was like, hey, let me just film your wedding, and for free. I just want to film it. I've never done it. I never filmed a wedding before, so I just showed up. looked at a bunch of YouTube videos on how to film weddings, and just showed up, filmed the wedding, and I liked it. It was fun, like they gave me a few $100. I was like, oh, I didn't expect anything. So a few $100. Boom. So that whole year I was pretty much grinding out cheap ass weddings. Like, it was cool, but I needed the experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
no, of course, to build your rapport and
to build
and
to build my confidence, one,
Yeah.
and to also build my portfolio. So it took quite a few years to get to where I'm at now. But like with anything, you have to grind to get to where you want to go. It's never like you wake up one day and you're just where you want to be. You have to put in a certain amount of effort to get there. So I was like taking cheap weddings. It was cool. I was learning a lot, finding my voice, so to speak, in the wedding industry. Finding my style, finding what made me happy, what I was passionate about, and what kind of style that I was drawn to.
Okay.
So did that for a while. Then this company reached out to me. It was talking about like, oh, we're a photography company, but we want to start offering filmmaking for our customers. So they're like, hey, would you like to come in and be our filmmaker? And they're like, yeah, we'll pay you $1,000. I was like, to film and edit. I was like, oh.
I'm a contractor, yes.
So, but the thing is, like, it wasn't a lot. I mean, the thing is, $1,000 may sound like a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money when you're like you're filming the wedding all day, then you got to spend all nights editing it,
Yep.
But
How long does that process normally take?
Bruh.
Well, I know
long.
Jared knows, just simply because
I
I
know
don't.
for the audience.
I don't do anything. No, I don't.
It's like I just show up my
yeah.
sunglasses and
Yeah, that's
talk.
pretty much it. That's what I do.
Before we go back to that, like me and you talked about my experience, like the first time I did a wedding, and I was just like, nah, these motherfuckers want way too much, and I could be charging way more for this little amount of shit. But
Yeah.
What were you?
Well, I was just going to ask him, like,
how long does it take?
how long does it take? I mean, is it like, I know Jared does a show. I don't know what he does, but I know doing a wedding is a whole day thing. I mean, it's a grand event. There's people. They're probably there getting along with everybody, and they probably, again, like Jared just said, want specific things and certain things shot a certain way, however.
This is more, the podcast is more linear, so it's a lot easier.
No, that's, again, I do believe that. But how long does that take you to edit, like, I guess, a standard wedding?
So I deliver like a highlight film, which is like 3 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
And then I deliver like a full
That's where I
ceremony and
fucked up.
reception.
I did 8 minutes.
Dude, like, like with anything, it's a short film. You're gonna lose the engagement after so long.
Yeah.
It's a wedding. Everybody knows what's going to happen. It's up to you to make it interesting. If you draw it out like a highlight film for like 8 minutes, their friends aren't going to watch that shit. They're going to be like, oh yeah, this is great, but I don't have 8 minutes to spend with you, even because I've already set to the wedding.
Yeah.
So like I deliver like a 3 to 6 minute highlight film, and that's just pretty much like the most cinematic piece. It's very captivating. It's meant to keep the viewers engaged and just to tell a story and pretty much encapsulate the day. So that's the whole premise for that.
Okay, so sweet.
And then we have the ceremony that the parents want to watch, the full ceremony, and then the reception that parents and grandparents want to watch. Like people, the old folks that are used to people showing up with an old video camera and just recording everything all the way through. No edits.
Do you see that still? Like with the old school shoulder cam?
No.
I was gonna say, man, that's
come on, man. Look at
Everybody's
these-
got phones.
yeah. I was just gonna say, man, if somebody pulled up with one of those, because my dad had one. I mean, that was high end quality shit back in the day.
But no more, sir.
Times have
no
changed.
More. Times have definitely changed. But like the process, to answer your question, the process takes about. It depends. Like like creativity. Sometimes you're like full of it, and sometimes you're not. You know what I mean? Like,
I
so
understand.
like I may wake up one day and I'm not feeling creative today
Yep.
at all, and so I might just sit on something for a minute, or I might start looking for music. Looking for music for a wedding takes the longest time. Like finding a song, like after you're gonna sit through all the footage and stuff like that, finding the song is very time consuming. But it depends on how creative I'm feeling. Some days I don't feel creative. Sometimes I feel very creative, and I can knock things out quicker. But on average, I would say it would take me about 24 hours from like culling all the footage to like color grading to like sound design to everything.
Just
I
to
would
make
say
that 6 minute video.
about 24 to 36 hours.
Damn, that's crazy. I would have had.
That's
I mean,
just straight through. I take breaks.
No, I mean, of course, you don't want to.
You got to watch everything.
Yeah, I have to pretty much essentially live the wedding again.
Yeah.
What is okay? Have you? So you've done a couple. You probably have a good handful of weddings under your belt right now.
Yeah. quite a bit.
Have you ever seen anything like super crazy that you captured on film, or just while you were there, like just People getting
What do you
wild.
mean by crazy?
I don't know, just like something out and like not formal.
Your level of crazy is different
Yeah,
than
like-
other people.
Well, yeah, I've done some wild shit in my life, and most of the
Hanging
people
from hotel windows.
that was a long
What?
time ago.
At a wedding?
No, there
no.
was. It's just a very long story. I just did not want to get arrested. Let's just put it that way.
We won't go over it again. If you watch previous episodes, he's talked about it.
My life is actually very boring, man. So, yeah, but I don't know. Have you seen outlandish shit? Have you ever seen anybody just get drunk and like dive in a pool or I don't know?
People
fucking-
get drunk. You see drunk people every day, B.
Yeah, yeah. That includes myself. He's like, look in the mirror, goddammit. You're looking at one. Okay, well, if nothing outlandish, that's completely fine.
Yeah, it's not too crazy. It's pretty standard, you know.
Because people want to be on their best behavior.
This is true. This is true.
Well, not all.
Not always.
Not always. They're on their best behavior until those shots of J-Mo start kicking in.
Ooh,
you know,
buddy.
Ooh, people are blacking out
tequila.
Milan.
The longtime best friend is like, hey, we're going to get fucked up.
yeah, come and do this shot with us, bro. It's gonna be so great.
You're getting married, dude. Like, yeah, I can only imagine.
I remember I was in a wedding. Well, one of my buddies when I was in the Marine Corps, he was getting. We had all just gotten out, and he was getting married to this chick. It was on Redlands camp because she went to Redlands. It's a private, basically. I think it's a girls' college, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this little house, and it had a gazebo, and so that's where they had the wedding. So they put all the groomsmen inside this little kitchen where we were supposed to be waiting, and then I guess the girls were in some other room somewhere else. And we just looking around, and we happened to find liquor in the cabinets.
Oh wow,
Bruh.
In the little house, you found
There was
liquor.
Tanqueray, there was some other shit. And
Tanqueray. When was this?
This had to have been a long time ago.
It was a while ago. It was probably 2002, 2003.
So about 20 years ago, folks.
Yeah. And
Jared was filming weddings.
So they're like, we were taking shots, and like the groom was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna take him." We ended up making him take one because he used to drink with us all the time. Like we would go play basketball and then drink 40s after.
40s. God, man.
Nothing wrong with drinking a 40, man.
That was what St. Ives was the shit.
Dude,
In Cali, anyway. In Cali.
well, I prefer 211s. That's because I'm a bum.
Oh, you need to get on that St. Ives. If you're gonna go that way, you got to do that.
Well, so what's your 40 of choice, man?
I don't drink 40s. Man.
Yeah. Not anymore. He
Unsophisticated.
says.
I don't drink 40s.
I am much higher on a level than you will
You'll
ever
never
understand.
I'm not saying that. I'm not much of a beer drinker anyway.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's not good for you. It makes you lazy and fat. You know,
Man.
makes you look like me. It's terrible. It's terrible.
The ultimate dad bod.
Yeah. Yes. So that is awesome. So in terms of doing the weddings and whatnot, you do photography outside of weddings. I'm assuming like landscape or scenarios.
Not really landscape. It's like usually it's for like some kind of client. You know, it's like if it is photography, I try to steer away from things that I don't like to do that don't really bring me joy. Like I don't really like family photos. Like I really don't want to take anybody's family photos. Like I'll do it for a friend if somebody asks me.
Is
to.
it awkward?
I just don't like it. I just like. Because, you know, family photos are so, like, everybody expects a certain kind of photo for family photos. You know what I mean? Like that Sears photo that people are used to seeing. Like
Little Jimmy digging in his nose.
Like, nobody, like, that doesn't
Doesn't do nothing for
doesn't
you.
do anything for me. I can't really be creative with that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I like doing, like, something that's creative. That's something that I like. Like, whether it be, like, some kind of portraiture that tells a story, you know, with the image. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess family photos do tell a story. It's a family, we're together. But, like, it's boring.
But you can see the darkness behind it.
Oh, there's always
yeah, like
there's always
All right,
darkness.
yeah, don't take it there, man.
no, I'm just saying. Like, well, I had a photo recently, maybe around Easter time, that I put up this old photo of myself.
Was it a professional photo? Or just
No. So it's just the reason I brought up like
it's a
the
selfie. It's a bathroom selfie.
It's a mysterious photo. So there's an old photo of me with so my grandmother, whom I'm actually going to visit this weekend. She has this big stuffed doll Easter bunny. You know, she put it out every Easter since I was born. Okay, and one year, this was it's probably 2014. You know, we went up there for Easter to see the family and everything, and I took a picture with it. With me drinking a beer with the the life-size bunny doll, but like the photo is pretty creepy now that I look at it.
Oh yeah, I posted that on the page.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
pretty
pull
creepy.
it up right here on the screen.
Can you pull it up? It's creepy as fuck.
Let me see how creepy this
Yeah,
photo
it's
is.
creepy as shit, right? So
Hold on one second. Let me figure out how I'm gonna do that.
So if he does get to pull it up, so behind me there's this old like China dishware, silverware, whatever it is. It just looks creepy. And so I posted it on Facebook for Easter. I was trying to make a joke. I ended up just getting roasted by everybody, which is fine. It's all fun. Apparently, I'm like
including the show.
Yeah, the show.
Let me see the shit so I can.
And then the
too. I can get it on the fun.
And then I went to work the next day, and
the Mad Scientist Lab podcast on Facebook also, folks.
Oh, yes, please like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, I went to work the next day, and I was just getting roasted. They were just giving me a hard time. And again, the guys I work with are wonderful. But I was looking at the photo. I was like, you know what? This is kind of creepy. Like now that I think about it, like just I don't know. Let's see if.
Keep going.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's I was hoping you'd have it by now. That's kind of what I was waiting for.
He was trying to draw the conversation out.
Oh, yeah. I can just keep telling you it's weird and creepy and all this.
No, message from our sponsor.
All right. So while Jared's looking that up, what we were talking about. There it is. There it is, right there. Holy fucking!
What the hell is going on?
See, so what
are you doing?
I don't know. So that's the skinny version of me. Okay.
And he's feeding him a beer and shit.
And I'm giving him a beer, but then Jared noted something, or my friend, they said something about the China in the background.
There's so many things with this photo. There's a lot going on here. The China in the back. Why do you have this bunny drinking a Corona with you?
Because I thought it would be cool. Like, hey, I'm an adult now, Grandma.
And why is your arm around it?
Well, I didn't want it to fall out of the chair.
Is this a red table?
It's going to be my girl later.
It's not a red table. It was a countertop.
It's a red countertop?
It was, yeah. So my grandmother had this countertop that was that came out of the wall, I guess, or was attached to the wall, just like a popsicle stick, like half of a popsicle stick, so to speak.
Wow.
The U shape. And we used to sit at that and whatnot. And I was like, I'm a grown up now, Grandma. I'm gonna have a beer with the Easter Bunny. I was being a little child, and now it's coming back to haunt me. And it's my own fault.
But why did you post this shit, RJ?
I don't know, because it was Easter. It was Easter. I was like, let's have a laugh, or like let me just show this old photo. And
I definitely saved that shit and put it on the
yeah. Then getting roasted. Okay,
I was like, at what point should you be worried about your co-host?
What year is this?
That was probably 2013 or 14. So it was probably like 7-8 years ago. Okay. So it is an older photo. It's nothing recent.
Yeah, the recent ones are probably worse.
Yeah, so I haven't, believe it or not, do you know what I'm going to do? When I go up there this weekend, I'm going to find that fucking
bunny. Are you going to recreate this photo?
I'm going to attempt to recreate this photo.
Oh, that's going to be gold. Please do that.
So unfortunately, she does not live in the same place anymore. She lives just down the street.
Same furniture?
No red table?
Yeah, no red table. So the silverware or the china or whatever it still might be there. I don't know. I doubt it. If she has it,
look, whoever put that Chinaware out, they had a measuring tape and they just made sure that the space between each plate was exact.
My family, especially my mom's side of the family, especially her sister, my aunt, and my they're all very home decor people. I mean, my aunt redecorates her house probably 3 or 4 times a year. Painting. She does a very, very good job with it. So they do that stuff. Faithfully. It's like there's not a time. They've helped me paint my own room and all.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, RJ. You're really not making that home decor look good in this photo.
No, I know. I'm aware. Everybody has made it aware, and it's on the internet forever. So I'm kind of fucked in that.
Just want to let you know.
Kind of fucked. That's why we're sipping on this moonshine.
Do you have another black polo like that?
I think I actually still have the same black polo.
You just hit Ross or something, man. Get you
yeah.
Don't make it a big thing.
No, it's a deal now.
Yeah, you have.
I'm going to be up there for 2 days,
and we have to put it side by side.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I got to find.
Gotta do this side.
I'm going to be analyzing the fuck out of that picture while I'm up there, just so I can.
He's going to be starting moving shit around. Fucking house.
I'm people are probably going to give me a hard time, but I'm.
RJ, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm trying to recreate a photo from my childhood.
Yeah, no bullshit.
RJ, I've never seen you drink a Corona though. I always see you drinking Budweiser.
There's a story to that. I'll drink. I don't want to say anything, but that's that's not true. That's not true. I will not drink anything. Certain things, it's like
piss.
Yeah. No. So
how much alcohol percentage is in there?
How dare you guys? But I understand. It's a joke. It's
12.5. Yeah, give it to me.
Well, we had the dragon's milk the other night. Had 2 of those. Yeah. Did you feel all right off of that?
Yeah.
Dragon's
milk, bro.
That stuff.
No,
yeah. That stuff will.
Yeah.
Well, I let him try. What did I have? The purple haze.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
And he was like, "Bro, this tastes like fucking water that's been sitting in fruit all day." Like,
no, that's what it tastes like,
and
man.
then, honestly, the moment you said that, then I took another sip and I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? Ace might be right, dude. I don't. Well,
you tried it?
The purple haze. It's
It's
not a heavy beer.
Yeah,
it's got a little
definitely not a heavy
sour
beer.
taste to it. And that's
I don't even know it's a beer. It's kind of questionable.
Yeah.
Well, it's not an IPA. I told you it was IPA. It's not. It's a whatever the young lady
that's
that was
the
working.
problem. There's a couple. Well,
It's flavored water at this point.
Yeah, but there's a couple IPAs that are called hazy. Like there's little hazy IPAs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But I think hazy is just like a pilsner or not like a pilsner, but like another brand like that's new now. So because there weren't hazies that I can recall. There was pilsners and there was stouts and lagers, but I think hazy is like a new thing.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah.
So yeah,
will you be ordering another one of those, RJ?
I don't know. Not when I'm with you because you just make me feel bad. I'm very self-conscious.
And the bartender did look at you like, what the fuck?
First of all, even if she did,
keg out in like years.
Yeah,
These are you sure these tubes are a little dirty?
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't know. But they do have a vast assortment. See, I think my problem with going to that place
It's too much.
There's a lot to pick from.
It's a lot of beer.
As you said, I am a Budweiser guy. Okay, say what you want about that. But when I go to somewhere that doesn't have Budweiser and like, oh, you got 120 some odd beers, it's like, man, what the fuck do I even pick? I just want something that's obviously it's going to get you drunk, but if it doesn't taste,
RJ goes to a brewery like, I get the Budweiser.
I am one of those people. I am definitely one of those people.
Yo, like some breweries, I've been to a few breweries the last couple months, and like I went to one this past weekend, and man, like I was very disappointed.
Really? Where was it at?
It's like on the edge of Centerville and Manassas, and it was like the beer just wasn't that good to me. I can't remember the name of it now, but like I didn't see any beers that I was like, I'm over the top about this one. But so I was like, but I've been to other places like fucking Fair Ones right down the street.
Oh yeah.
I've
like,
never been there,
got-
believe it or not.
What?
I've never been there.
They don't have Budweiser. That's
Well, no, it's not that I.
They have
it's not
pilsners
that-
though.
No, I'm willing to
Oh
go.
wait,
I
Budweiser's
think
is a pilsner or a lager?
it's a lager.
Well, I'm sure they have lagers there.
Well,
I
I mean,
lager's old school to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, so when it comes to beer, it's like you got 120. It's like, bro, I drink the same one or same two or three. Like, I'm not opposed to drinking Heineken or Corona, I'm not a bit. Jared likes Miller Lite. A couple of our buddies like Miller Lite. I don't care for that.
Like water too.
Yeah, so
Tastes
I mean,
better than the other ones.
yeah. Well, to each his own. Kind
And
of
less
thing.
calories. That's the main thing.
I mean, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. But it's like, you have 120 beers, and they'll let you try everything. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and try all 120 because then you're going to be fucking. We should do that. We should try all of them. We can just leave drunk.
We can try it.
No, they'll probably get mad. They'll probably get mad at us.
What is that over there, Jared? What is that beer in the yellow can?
Same as this.
Just a smaller version.
Yeah, this is Voodoo Ranger IPA.
Oh, okay.
From New
Those
Belgium.
are pretty good. Okay, because I'm not a big. Are you an IPA guy?
So like, I'm not really I'll drink a beer.
Oh yeah,
once
you're
in
not.
a while,
Yeah, you're not
but,
a beer guy.
I'm drinking one now, but I'm not really like a beer person.
Well,
It makes me
IPAs.
tired and feel bloated.
Oh yeah, it'll do that to you.
It's got to be poured right.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
because
Really?
the reason like people get bloated is because when they pour it, there's not enough head. The head is what gets rid of the carbon dioxide. So then the head fucking goes away, and then you can drink it, and you won't feel as bloated when you drink it.
Thank you for the scientific explanation.
I mean, that's only bartender 101.
Bartender 101. Shout out to our bartenders out there.
Shout out.
Probably 30 of them.
Damn.
30? What?
No,
know that many.
No, I would say 10. 10. Is 10 a good number? Okay, good. All 10 of you. Thank you for poisoning our livers for years.
Over and
Over again, yes.
Over again.
So, I'm not a big IPA guy. Like, certain IPAs are okay, but I think, I don't know.
I like stouts though. If I do regular beer, I like stouts and I like sours.
So sours are okay. Like if it's too sour, but like I can tolerate it a little bit. But I think IPAs in general, this is just me, I think a lot of them are overrated. I think just, it's an IPA, it's got to be good kind of thing. That's not true.
That's not why I drink them. I drink them because they have a high alcohol content.
They do. But I feel like there's
the bang for the buck.
Yeah, well, no, that's not a bad way to look at it. It's like I'm paying for this. I want to get fucked up.
That's why bang for the buck.
That's why Dragon's Milk comes 2 in a row.
He's like, this
I
one
told you the
costs
story.
$9. This one costs 8. Alcohol percentage is 12 on this one, 8 on this one.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that. Definitely doing that math.
Yeah, but by the time you're done with it, you don't give a shit because you're feeling good, man. You're just like, all right, I'm vibing.
Hey, when they bring it in that like nice little glass, you know the alcohol content's high.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The goblet.
Goblet.
Oh wait, is that a goblet or a
I
sifter?
It's
like almost the same thing.
I mean, I don't know that. I know what a goblet is, but you said a sifter.
Sifter is what they put like Hennessy.
And okay, yeah, because it's sifting around. Okay, I understand.
Right here,
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No shit.
Well, I actually drank 5 of those one night, and
you made it home.
I did. I was off the next day. I was, like you said, it makes you feel sleepy and everything. I was tired half the day, but I managed pretty well. But that was the last time I did that. I'll tell you that much. You only need 2 of
glass
those.
is bigger than that, though.
Yeah, this is for like liquor.
Yeah.
A footed glass that is, I can't see because of the mic, that is wide at the bottom and tapers to the top.
I mean, but yeah, that's,
usually used by brandies or other drinks.
Yeah, it's not that.
What a way to classify that.
What is this?
Brandy or others? Like the fuck? Just say
goblet.
Beer goblet.
I'm guessing.
Let's see what we. Oh yeah, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a goblet. Click the first, the way one away for it. It's gonna tell you all the kinds of.
So what do we got here? Yeah, we're getting.
It's a poster.
Right, well, it has descriptions on the side, right? Zoom in.
I think this moonshine is kicking in.
Ugh.
So, and it's all in.
Look at that.
German.
It's written in German.
Oh, it tells you the type of glass.
Yeah. It's in German though, so it's not doing any good.
Oh no, some of it. This one's in. So Belgian IPAs go in this, whatever the hell those other ones are, and then Scotch ale. Bracket. That's a little close to another word, but okay.
Just buy the poster, man.
Not for $197.
God damn, dude! I can't even see the frame. Don't buy that shit. We ain't rich.
Framed? It says what?
Glassware picture.
Is it on sale?
Frame advertisement.
Yeah.
And it is on sale, 20% off. Holy fuck!
They can keep that shit.
That's like 20%. It's $280. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and get it, man.
No,
That's
$297.
All with the 20% off?
No, it says it was $280 before. Now it's $197.
Oh,
it does say 280.
The Texas. You have very good vision, by the way, sir.
I have glasses on, man.
Well, that's true. I've got glasses on too, but they make everything dark, so I cannot.
Those are called sunglasses.
You're right. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. So that's IPAs are overrated. Not all.
How do we get on beer?
I don't know. It's just like it's what we do.
I don't know.
I mean,
part of the show, but
beer is very
part of the
big.
show?
I mean, it is
kind of.
We don't
staple.
We don't try to make it the emphasis of the show, but it's a popular thing. We do it often.
We used to get like super fucked up when we did this.
Yeah,
we do like a beer tasting on the show.
We used to do that at the very beginning, the first like 5 episodes.
Yeah, me and Jared went to, or I went to Giant before I went over to Jared's house when the show was still there, and got the build your own 6-pack and whatever. Got 2 of them maybe. And it's just like, okay, what does this look good? I'm obviously looking at the bottle, like the face of it and like the alcohol content and all that. It's like, okay, maybe this is good. Oh, this sounds okay. And we found a couple decent ones. Nothing that's. Have you had a? Oh man, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's not beer, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't see all of it, but he just poured a shitload of.
So it's all right. We've got our little our mason jar up here this evening.
Self-incrimination again.
It's not self-incrimination. It's an alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
Oh, it's illegal. Holy shit, dude. Man. Dude,
we're gonna get shut down.
Dude, take the Dude, do that and just put like
you're
a
editing
picture.
this, though, right?
No, we never edit anything.
I edit some things. I don't edit.
Very small things.
You may want to start. You're gonna keep on fucking with RJ.
Yeah. I'm surprised we've gone this far, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. But what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Beer. What
beer?
Yeah. What was I just saying?
Oh, I got a good question. This is a
good.
movie show.
Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. Okay, go ahead.
Your favorite movie?
God, man, I don't know.
And why?
Favorite movie, man. I like a lot of movies.
Okay, so what do you like? What's your go-to as far as
like there's certain movies that you'll just watch every time. Like if Training Day comes on, I'm gonna watch it.
we talked about this the other night?
We did.
Yeah.
If Training Day comes on, whatever channel comes on, I'm just gonna watch it. Like, just like
Well, it's a
Training
fucking
Day,
badass film. Honestly, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
There's
if it
certain
comes
films
on, I'm gonna
they're
watch
TV.
it.
I got the time, I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
Show program, nigga.
Yeah.
Training Day comes on, I'm watching it. Like I don't even care like if it's halfway through the movie already, and I just so happen to stumble upon it. And I'm like, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm that way with Independence Day, to be honest with you.
I'm not too.
The first Independence Day?
Yeah, yes, not that.
Y'all saw the Joker, right? The new Joker.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did a review on.
Yeah, we actually-
I think I saw that episode.
Yeah.
That movie was really good.
The movie's great.
The Dark Knight is still good though too.
That's the one with Heath
Ledger,
Ledger.
yeah.
Yeah, that was it's
Certain
fucking
films
great.
transcend time.
If I can't find something to watch, my bad. If
Yeah,
I
you're
can't
good,
find
dude,
something
though.
to watch at night, and I just want something to be on, that's my go-to.
The Dark Knight.
Just like that first opening scene is like
It's the movie's good. The movie's really really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really,
I
really
still think, in my opinion, in this, I think it's the best superhero movie ever made. I know that's stretching it.
No, like
Yeah, I think.
to me, like people are gonna hate me for saying that. Like I don't really like the superhero movie. All that, like I like. So why do I like Joker? Because I feel like it's a real movie. Like you know what I mean? It's a real story. Like this superhero movie shit is just kind of like, it's just a bunch of CGI. It's not realistic. Like the Joker is like a realistic movie. You know?
I'm kind of with you on that. My only thing is with the Marvel stuff, especially. I can't speak to the DC stuff because I'm not really a fan of it. But
You don't
the
like DC?
Marvels, I not the movies.
Okay.
I
No,
like
I'm
the
with
characters
Jared.
from DC.
Yeah, no, I'm with Jared on that.
But
the
the
characters are
Marvel
great.
movies, I like the way the storyline goes. It's not so much that I'm watching for like the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you could say that. Like, I like a more like authentic movie, like a more grittier movie.
Yeah, same
you know what I
here.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I like a more grittier movie. So, like, not saying I don't watch them. Like, I watch all the Avengers, all that shit. Like I watch it, but it's not like I'm not gonna watch it twice. Just put it that way.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna watch it once and be done with it.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I was actually, I'm kind of in the same realm that you are. Like, I'm a big, obviously, comic book guy, superhero fan,
Oh, okay.
that kind of thing.
I'm not.
But I think it's something, again, like it's a genre that people grew up with, like certain things. I mean, so the Joker, right, is, in my opinion, besides probably Darth Vader, like the greatest villain ever, like period. So Batman is by far my favorite superhero of all time. And the Joker probably adds that just because it's a Joker. You don't know who he really is. And he's got all these different origin stories. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're right. He's just a person. He doesn't have any superpowers. Yeah. But what made him fucking crazy?
Criminal genius.
Yeah, the clown prince of crime and all that. So I do like the darker, grittier films myself. But to Jared's defense, when with the Marvel universe, right, I'm a big fan of story. And those films obviously spanned 10 years. But what they were able to do with those movies, I was actually watching Age of Ultron last night just to watch it. Okay.
Oh, I had to rewatch that because I missed a lot of shit.
Yeah. So it's just something that I enjoy. I'm not watching it I know there's going to be action scenes. I know there's going to be some cool shit to see. But where is it going?
That caught, a lot of that was parts of WandaVision too, by the way.
Yeah, I was somewhat watching it. I was also on my phone, looking at fucking, whatever is on YouTube.
Porn.
No, not VR porn, by the way.
Shifting off of like superhero movies, have you guys seen The Prestige though? That's like one of my favorite movies too, The Prestige.
With Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale?
Dude.
Yeah, I think that movie's excellent. Christopher Nolan is an awesome director.
I watched that movie like 5 million times. The Prestige is one of my favorite movies.
Did it just come out?
No, it's older, man.
old.
It's
I think
probably,
I have. I just don't remember it.
you should. if you haven't seen it in a while or you can't remember it, it's about
good.
the two magicians. Okay.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, please! It's a
Yes.
Christopher Nolan film.
I will go watch.
Christopher Nolan's that guy, though.
Yeah, he is.
He's probably, again, this is argumentative. He's probably the best director in a very long time. Like
he's very meticulous. Time. He's very meticulous. Like he's good at what he does. Prestige is really good, Jared. You got to check it out.
I mean,
check it out.
I don't think he's ever really made something that I don't like.
Did you guys watch Tenet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I watched it once. I liked it. So yeah, I really feel like you have to watch it more than once. So for I would say a good half of the film, I was like, okay, I'm starting to see what's happening here, and then 15 other things happened. I was like, holy fuck. Okay, I was like, okay, hold on, let me.
I had to watch some those YouTube like
breakdown videos.
Yeah.
So isn't that the worst thing? It's like we're smart people. Okay, all jokes aside, we're intelligent guys. We do good for ourselves, and then you watch a movie, and then you're like, I can't figure that out. And then somebody goes up to you, do you know how this happened? It's like
it's because there's so many angles.
Yeah, there's so many moving parts to it. But it's
the
like
first time you should just watch it for the enjoyment of the movie.
Oh, I did.
I
didn't
get too technical about it. Like whatever you can pick up, whatever you can pick up from the movie, like insight you can get from the movie, like cool. But if you don't get anything from the movie the first time, just enjoy the movie for the masterpiece and the cinematic masterpiece that it is. Second time, just go back and watch the shit again and be like, okay, now I'm about to analyze the movie. Now I'm watching it from a different lens now, and you can analyze the movie in that time. But the first time, just watch the movie. Don't make your head hurt trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Just enjoy the movie. Enjoy the movie.
I was like that, and we've again talked about it on the show. I think The Matrix is a very good example of like at least in the day and age when it came out, it was definitely groundbreaking. I mean, it still is to this day. It influenced a lot of things in cinema and pop culture. And I just remember I think I was in the 4th grade when the first one came out. And my dad was like, yo, we got to see this. He rented it and we watched it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I mean, I'm more so watching for the action, not really following the story because it's a very complex narrative. And my dad was like, yo, he was like, what the fuck was that? He was like, we got to watch it again. And that is probably the first movie I've actually ever heard my dad say, yo, I have to watch this again because I'm kind of lost a little bit. But that's good. It has replay value. It's rewatchable. It's like, okay, let me, like you said, look at it from a different lens. Let me see what I didn't see before. Yeah. I have unfortunately only saw Tenet that one time and have not
revisited
I
haven't watched it again. Have you guys seen 1917?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We saw that.
We just rewatched it the other day.
We saw that in theaters, actually, when it initially came out. I think that's...
Anything Roger Deakins, I want to watch it. Like Blade Runner, like anything Roger Deakins, I want to watch. Have you guys seen Blade Runner too, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. Roger Deakins is that guy.
I just watched 1917 again, and I was going back, and I was remembering the scenes that I liked the most, like that part when they're walking like through the little pit, and then you see the rats going across, and then the birds, and they're like in the background, but it's like you see all this shit in the foreground. It's like, yo, this is a brilliant fucking shot.
So, did you watch the behind the scenes?
No, I didn't.
Watch the behind the scenes. You can get an understanding. Like a lot of those shots are like a oneers. Like they just do. They're one takes.
Yeah, one take.
Like,
and keep going.
Like they're choreographing all of that. You know, like they have to be on point. Where the actors have to be on point. The cinematographers have to be on point. The camera, everybody has to be on point. They have to all be in sync. It's like a ballad. You know, like watch the behind the scenes of that shit. Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy how they do that shit. Man.
So initially, I think. Before, unfortunately, the pandemic started, the whole COVID thing. I think that was one of the last films we actually saw in theaters. It was. It was either that or it might have been did Star Wars come before that? The last.
I don't remember.
Okay, so that was probably most likely the last film we actually saw in theaters, or at least me and Jared together, along with Greg. And what
was the one we talked about the other week that we saw?
What was it? It wasn't Ad Astra, was it?
No, that was August of
so that was man.
No, that was April last year.
No, it was a while ago. Oh God, what was it?
I don't remember. Yeah.
So, but anyway, I thought the film was dope because they used that they didn't cut the camera at all. It was taken in like you said, the one shot and whatnot. And the only time it goes to black, tiny spoiler alert, when he gets knocked out in the little bell tower or whatever, and then the screen goes black for 5 seconds, however long it is, and then they go right back to it. But that's the only cut in the film that isn't all one camera shot, which I think
It's not really a cut. It was just displaying him being knocked
okay.
out.
Yeah.
And he wakes up and like,
really
guys there, pah!
So that's a very good film that I don't think gets enough credit. I think it did win an award for the cinematography. Really? Yeah, no, I really do. No, I just mean in general, like war films. Like, I mean, come on, war films are kind of what is it? There's a lot of great war movies in American cinema. Okay, I mean, you could name off, Full Metal Jacket, Platoon. What else? What is it? Dude, there's just so many. Okay, Saving Private Ryan, yeah. Dunkirk. Okay, another again, a film that I don't think gets enough credit, or at least in this day and age. But I think,
I think it's this.
Yeah, I think the film itself is kind of moved on.
Not getting enough credit, like
well, I mean, just
guys,
from
like,
but I mean, I guess maybe like mainstream credit, so to speak. Like it's not being praised.
It's not like I know what you're. I think I understand what you're saying. It's like back when those other movies, like Saving Private Ryan, came out. Like that was mandatory for us to watch when I was.
Yeah. So like, what Jared's saying,
we had the whole battalion go to the fucking theater, the on-base theater, and watch that fucking movie when it came out.
Oh,
so it's like shit like that comes out, but then you have Dunkirk. It's like maybe just this generation just doesn't appreciate it as much because they have these superhero movies. It could be that. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, film is, changing. There's a lot more going on with its CGI, all this other stuff. Making a great war movie, I mean, it's like, okay, this has been done before, right? So how do you make it even better? So that's what I really liked about 1917 is just the way it was shot. And just it's a dope movie. It's just a dope movie, and probably one of the first ones in a while that's like, okay, like that justified my purchase. Like I paid for my ticket, even though prices are always ridiculous, whatever. And but I felt justified. I felt like, okay, I saw the movie, I enjoyed it, I got my money's worth. So,
got you. What'd you think about the new Dredd, the Judge Dredd joint?
I didn't see it.
Oh man, I just rewatched it the other night.
I haven't seen it.
That shit.
You seen the first one though, right?
Fire.
Nope.
What?
You never seen the first one with Sylvester Stallone?
I may.
And Sandra Bullock's not in that one either. No, she's not.
She's in
Demolition Man. Yeah,
nope, I haven't seen that.
Who's the woman in there with him? God.
Oh, I don't remember her.
Yeah, no, I know her face. I can't think of her name. But so Judge Dredd, like the first one, the one Jared just talked about, the new one is super badass. I definitely recommend it. But the first one,
to watch the first one first so I can have an understanding of what's going on.
No,
but it explains more. No, you don't.
Okay.
Isn't it a comic as well?
It was a comic.
It was a comic. Okay, so it wasn't. So it is based off a comic. But Judge Dredd is like, I don't want to say typical, but it is like cliche 90s action movie with all the things that you think are in the future going on with the hover bikes. And so
actually, depending on what year that comes up, we might use it.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's 94, but if I could be wrong, but I believe it's that year. But it's one of those films, just like Demolition Man and just any other film that's like takes place in the future but was made in the 90s. The future is like some rundown city. People are on the street eating rats on the on a stick like kebab kind of thing. One. Yeah, this is the first one.
Okay,
but the second one's like that too.
But
second one is just.
But it's just cool, man.
Brutal.
It's just yes, it is. It's just a fun film to watch if you can appreciate like a good film or just a film for what it is. Like it's a 90s action film, and it's just cool. It's fun to watch. Like it's just a fun movie to watch.
Add it to my list.
Judge Dredd, and then it's got some obviously great quotable lines in there, but I'm not going to do all that.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm not going to do that tonight.
We've been talking too much.
Hey, I'm on the show. That's what I'm here for. I'm sitting in the middle, like the camera's right on me.
The guest is supposed to talk.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, guest.
So guest, go ahead and speak. Is there anything you want to ask us? In certain, like I don't know, anything at all?
Shit, I see you guys.
Yeah, you see us all the time, right?
Damn, put me on the spot. I should have came with a book of questions now. So
No.
I don't know.
I don't. Well,
I'm trying to think of.
You throw a topic out there.
You're into comedy or what? Why not?
Of course. Who doesn't like to laugh?
Did you hear about Paul Mooney recently?
Yeah, Paul Mooney did pass.
That was fucking kind of shitty.
that sucks, dude.
Everybody dies.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it was a heinous death. You know what I mean?
No, he
old
was
age,
79.
live a good life.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Do you feel as you get older, I don't know how to phrase this. As you get older, so, you know, that's a part of life, you know.
Yeah.
It eventually happens to all of us. Do
Yeah.
you feel you become more desensitized to it as you get older? Like
To
death?
death?
Yeah, to death.
It depends. Like I don't think anybody's gonna be desensitized to like murder or homicide or anything like that. But I think like, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's all about what you do with your life. You know,
Yeah.
like, if someone lives to like 85, 90 years old and they die, of course people are going to be sad. Of course, you know what I mean? Like death brings sadness, you know?
Yeah.
And if it's your grandmother or whomever it is, you know, like you're going to be sad, but like you should celebrate their life, like whatever they did in their life and what their accomplishments and all that stuff. Celebrate that. I think everybody, like we're all going to die. Like we're born and we're going to die. I think we're just supposed to make the best of our life while we're here.
Yeah.
And then like people can celebrate your life, you know, afterwards. Like if you get to a point where like you accomplish things that you want to in your life and you'll be totally okay with dying, then you're good, you know. Like, but I think a lot of people, even for myself, like I don't want to die right now because there's a lot of shit I want to do and I haven't accomplished yet. You know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, like, of course, nobody likes death. But if a person is accomplished a lot of things in their life and they're celebrated, I mean, it is what it is. You live the life like 85 or 90 years old. Thank God. Like I lived that long to like, you know, that's a good life, you know?
Yeah. No,
I mean, in terms of years, now I don't know what happened for those 90 years, but in terms of like the length of life, you know, that's a good life.
And you just see so much changing in it. You know, I mean, you just evolve as a person and
absolutely. It's a journey, you know, it's a roller coaster. It's a journey. It's full of highs and lows, and like, you just got to take what you can from it, you know, and, accomplish the things you want to accomplish. Because at the end, if everybody just like, I'm just going to die and like, let me just make the best of my life, get on my shit, do what I got to do, you know, so I can be proud of what I've accomplished while I was here in this world, you know, I could die happy, you know.
No, I got you, man. I think that's a good way to look at it. I've always kind of been in the same philosophy, so to speak. I just believe, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when your time comes, at the end of the day, the only thing that you have left is your name.
Absolutely.
You know, and your name will speak volumes of, you know, whatever impact you have or whatever you may have done with it or help people and, you know, this and that. So this is the way. This is the way. Yeah, we gotta get. You got any suggestions for little soundboard bites, man?
People keep making suggestions, but they don't send them to me to remind me to put them in there.
Well, I forget too.
Well, there you go.
I forget everything.
There you go.
I almost went to the bar tonight, and I was like, "Oh God, we got to do the podcast." But I'm only teasing.
He's not.
No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
He's not.
It's very important to me. It's very important.
Sometimes you can just drink at home.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. Like, I don't mind. Okay, I'm going to clarify this very, very quickly. We are out a lot. I know we only see you.
You're incriminating again.
Okay, so okay, so I am taking sole responsibility for everyone else's actions right now.
No, for what you do, not for everybody else.
Look, man, I work all, you know, I work all the time. I mean, we all work, okay? I'm not trying to single myself out with that. After a day of work or whatever it may be, or whatever I did with my day, if I get stuck in the house, and some nights I don't mind doing it. I don't. It's like, it's a lazy day. Okay, I'm going to sit here, get on my Xbox, whatever. Cool. But I feel, and this is me speaking for myself, like I feel if I'm not out enough, one, even though I'm wasting time over there, I feel like I'm wasting it more in here. Does that make sense?
No.
Well, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me.
Elaborate, please.
I think you're trying to say you're missing experiences.
I feel like I'm just missing
like
nothing. Nothing in particular. This
FOMO?
is what is FOMO?
Fear of missing out.
Oh, I didn't even know that was an acronym for anything. So, but yeah, I guess you could put it that way. I feel like I will miss out on something. You know, even if nothing happens. Yeah, you're right. Like I do have that in the back of my mind, and I don't need to do it, but I just choose to. Okay, I could easily come home every day after work, no problem, or 3-4 nights out of the week, go out on the weekend, whatever. But I do feel the one night that I'm not out, I'm missing out on something. And then I come home, it's like, well, nothing happened tonight. And 9 times out of 10, that's the occasion.
Right.
But the one night where it's like, oh, I'm not going to go out, and then I don't, and then the next day it's like, oh, all this happened, and this, and that, and it's
but
like,
how important is that?
It's not important. It just makes me feel like I'm living, I guess. I don't know how to really phrase that. but it makes me feel,
But that goes
I
back
guess,
to what I was saying earlier, like
involved, so to speak. I don't know.
What I was saying earlier about like eventually you're going to die. What's your legacy to be? I was going out all the time because I had fear of missing out, and like at the end of the day, like you got one day we have to figure it out. Not any knock or anything. I'm not.
No, you're fine, dude.
But I'm
No,
just
no,
saying, like,
that's what this is for.
one day we have to say like, okay, we have to try to find our purpose in life. You know, that's what I feel. You have to try to find our purpose and what it is. Like your purpose may be going out and having fear of missing out.
Yeah.
That's a purpose too, I guess, you know? But like, I mean, if you're just going out because like I feel like I'm missing out on something, I feel like there's other things that people can be doing all the time. Like it's all about finding like what makes you happy, you know, like what gives you that spark and that sense of accomplishment, achievements, you know what I mean? Like it makes you feel that gratifying feeling, you know? Like it all comes down to that at the end of the day. And some people like find it, some people don't. Some people are still on the search for it, you know, like that's what life is all about. Finding what it is going to make you happy until you die, you know, like and trying to continue to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Amongst all the other bullshit that you have to do. Like
Okay, so we learned today that I have been diagnosed with FOMO. All right. I've got FOMO. Want some more moonshine?
That is cranberry juice.
Yeah, that's cranberry juice.
No.
That's lemonade.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
No, it's raspberry lemonade.
Oh, it is a brand.
It's raspberry lemonade.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You want some more?
Oh, no. Kiwi strawberry. That's what it is. Kiwi strawberry.
Would you like some, Ace?
No, I'm good.
He had a whole bucket
and it's gone.
other stuff over
No,
there.
this is just a little
Oh,
bit
I thought you dumped the whole thing in there.
No, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was full.
When I come over with a half-ass...
I
don't know how much you drank before.
No, I didn't drink anything before. I left the gym and I came right over here. Took a shower, came right over here.
Nice. Staying in shape is always a good thing.
Trying, man. Getting old, you know?
Yeah, I need to
Older.
I need to get back in like doing some real work.
Well, I think put it this way: like I feel like, there are points in your life where it's okay to, I guess say, you know, you're not lost, but you're kind of uncertain.
No, yeah, that's
like
life.
I
That's
think
life.
that, you know, it's very normal. But I
Very.
feel like if, you know, you don't have that, then you're not going to get to where you need to eventually be. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no success without failure kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you have to you have to wonder to find something. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're looking for something, you have to wonder to find it. You know, like nobody's gonna wake up and be like, oh, I know my purpose. Some people do. You know, some people do. Some people wake up, but sometimes like people find their purpose with life experiences, you know?
Yeah.
And certain things happen in their life and that shapes and molds them to the person that they become, and that puts them on a different journey or whatever. But like it's definitely hard. Like some people are blessed with and definitely like have a purpose at a young age, you know? Some people find it later in life. And I think it's not a race though. You know, it's not a race to find your purpose. I mean, hopefully you'll find it before you die, you know, but it's not a race. It's like not a competition. Like, oh, this person's 18 years old. They find their purpose. They're off to doing these things, blah, blah, blah. And I'm over here 30, whatever, you know, and I said, and it's not a race, you know, eventually you'll find it, you know, if that's what you want to do.
No, I think we all want to do that at the end of the day. I mean, I know I do, you know, despite, you know, the conversation we just had about, you know, missing out on things. I definitely want to find, you know, my I guess, so to speak. You know, I'm assuming Jared feels the same way. I mean, that's why we do this, you know, that's why we started doing this, because you said, hey, we can do this. Let's make this happen. And we've been, you know, we've been very fortunate and successful.
Yeah, starting's the hardest part, man. So once you get started, that's the hardest thing to do.
Discipline to keep going.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the
Absolutely.
consistency,
Yes.
which we've been
persistence.
we've been very good about. Yes, we have missed a week on a very rare occasion for good reasons.
No, don't beat yourself up over that.
No, but Jared's right. In order to really get out there, you have to. Even if you wake up tired, it's like, nah, man, fuck that. I have to get this done. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, you just keep, you know, going with the flow, so to speak. Yeah. And hopefully one day, and it's going to happen when you least expect it too. That's like always the kicker. It's just going to, you know, just like that. It's right there. Everything that you work for.
Well, that's the thing I've been seeing a lot lately. Like they're talking about the overnight success, but usually the overnight success is usually they're 10 years deep just grinding.
Nobody ever documents the journey, though, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody ever documents the journey. You always see the end result. Nobody's ever documented the journey, so that's why you have these people that want this quick return on their investments. You know what I mean? Like at the night, snap of the finger. Like they want to put in the work for like 12 hours one day and wake up the next morning and be hella successful. That shit doesn't work like that.
No, it does not. I know that all too well.
That goes for everything. Like that.
People, but the thing is,
relationships, everything.
People, we're innately like impatient, right?
Yeah.
We're impatient. We're very impatient. We want things now, but like certain people, like, I mean, sometimes you just gotta slow the fuck down and like, know that I gotta put in the work, and eventually I see the fruits of my labor. Like that's just how it is. Like, but everybody's glorifying the end. You know what I mean? Everybody's glorifying the finish line, but nobody's glorifying the journey. And the journey should be glorified too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are putting their time, their sweat, their money, their tears, everything. People are going broke for their dreams. You know what I mean? And all people are only seeing is like the end. But people need to start glorifying the journey, because if they don't, people are like, oh shit, I saw whomever so-and-so and they were here one day and then the next day they woke up and they were successful. Like, no, you didn't see the 5 years that it took for them to get to the place that they're at now. Because nobody's documenting shit.
That's a fucking great way to look at it, man. I really mean that. That's awesome, because Jared just said social media, which I think plays plays a massive role in.
Yeah, man.
So you take, you do the wedding thing and everything. So it's like, oh, one day somebody you haven't seen post anything in a while. Next day, oh, they're married, they're having a family, they're having the baby, and then you're sitting there like, oh, I'm 30 and I'm single, and I wish I was like this person. But you're right, we don't know what goes behind that photo,
right?
Or anything of that nature. Right. But a vast majority of people, they get lost in that. The moment they see that instant satisfaction, they want it, and when it doesn't happen like that, I think more depression sets in, or more self-doubt. And it's like, oh, this person got it, but I can't have it. It's like, no. That's not how that works. Look, man, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse with the whole pizza thing. But thank you,
as it says, the pizza guy.
Yeah, the pizza guy. But when I started my journey, so to speak, at my old business, I was determined, I was motivated. I really wanted to make that happen. I wanted to run that place, and I did. But man, it took everything out of me. I mean, day in and day out, I was in there. I was working when I wasn't supposed to. I was helping other stores. I was working other people's shifts. It's because I wanted to prove a point. It's like, I'm going to prove to myself and to everybody else that thinks I'm obviously batshit crazy, that, it's like, I can do this. One day I'm going to run this place. And I said it for years. I said, one day I'm going to run this place. And you know what? I fucking did. And I did it very well. And I did it so well that the people that I used to work with, they still contact me. And they, I'm still, not to toot my own horn, like I'm still very widely regarded as one of the best.
A horn on here so you can toot it every time you toot your own horn.
Thank you, sir.
And bring in a dead horse too.
Yeah. Get the scene from the guy. Yeah, get the scene from The Godfather where he's got the fucking the horse head in the bed. He's like, and there's fucking blood all over the silk sheets. But no, I agree, man. Like, you have to really want something to get it.
Yeah, and social media, like you're saying about social media, man, it's crazy. And you definitely have to have a lot of, like, you have to be very disciplined when it comes to social media, because, like, comparison is the thief of joy, right? And social media is like you were saying earlier, is that instant gratification, or instant, like, you see the people's story, like, this instantly successful, or you see, oh, this person looks great, or this person like, did you ever think about social media? Social media is not real.
Yeah, that's
like, you have, like, it's not real.
That's
like,
the other thing. Just recently I've discovered something about like reality shows.
Right.
Like, we all know they're not fucking real. They're fucking scripted, and they're just trying to do it's all edited. But people look at that like they look at social media, like, oh, this is how their relationship's going. It's going great. So now this is how my relationship should be going. Like, no, that's not how it works.
And it's so crazy. Like I was saying earlier, like, like I said, I say this all the time. Comparison is the thief of joy. You sit here and you watch how
That's a very
people are
good.
moving. Like you're like, oh, why am I not doing this? And you don't know that person's life. You don't know their circumstances. You don't know anything about them. You're just seeing a quick image on social media and you're just scrolling through it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know their backstory. You don't know how they got there. You don't know how they attained this success or any of that stuff. You don't know anything. You just see that, oh, they're posting this picture with this nice ass car and this nice ass house, but you don't know their backstory. You know, like, and most of the time people be stunting. You know, like they don't even have that shit they be having.
It's not even their shit.
It's not even their shit. Or they're in millions of dollars of debt. You know, like it's crazy.
Yeah, amen to that. I've never been into that, like the whole like flashing what I don't have kind of thing. Because you know my dad's side of the family, you know, they were very well taken care of, but my dad was kind of poor when he was younger, and he always used to tell me, because I would sit at the kitchen table and do my homework there while we had the TV on and whatnot, and he always used to tell me I had to write an autobiography one time. You know, or a biography about myself. Excuse me. And I remember the first thing I asked him. I said, "Dad, what should I say about myself?" He said, "Why do you want to talk about yourself?" He said, "That makes you an asshole." He said, "Because you don't know what other people have." My dad was just basically saying, like, don't boast and brag about yourself. Enjoy what you have, you know, and obviously he had his own way of looking at it.
That was the assignment, though.
It was, and I tried to explain that
more
too.
to yourself than material things, though.
Yeah,
there's a lot more to yourself.
But he was, I think since I was so young, I think he didn't want it to get into my head like, oh, let me just write about myself and talk about myself, because the world doesn't revolve around you. You know what I mean? And I think that was his ultimate point. But I agree with you. There are people that'll flash money or cars or clothes or whatever the fuck it may be. Vacations, bottles. You know, again, we don't know where that came from. Right. And half that shit doesn't even belong to you. So I would never, me personally, never do anything like that, because it's phony to me. It's very phony.
It's really unfortunate is that like a majority of the world is what they gravitate towards, you know, like all these material things, and it's unfortunate, you know, like, and people don't get the opportunity to get to know people anymore, because like a lot of people are just like, what can this person do for me, or what, you know what I mean? Like people are not like genuine anymore. A lot, in some cases, like you just meet people, like I said earlier, like, oh, what can this person do for me, or how can this person put me on the next level, or this place where I want to go. Like it's not about genuine relationships anymore. Like people are just so judgmental and like, oh, this person, you don't know that person, you know, like get an opportunity to know that person. You know, it's kind of, the world we're living in is getting kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it is, unfortunately.
You know, unfortunately, you know, and then social media is not.
Well, it's amplified everything.
Yes,
I mean, from the just in the recent year, the pandemic, the mask wearing, elections, you know, all that stuff. It is one of those things where I try to do my best. You know, I'm on good terms with almost everybody I know. You know, I kind of, and I think we all can do this, all three of us, and probably a good majority of our friends, notice when something isn't right when you meet somebody new, and they might seem off, or they might need something from you. It's like, you know what?
Some people are so good at hiding it from the beginning.
That's true. That's very true. But you know how they say, like, follow your gut kind of thing? Like, I think I'll even say 8 times out of 10. Okay, I'll be like, I'm not feeling this. And you know, you don't want to be a terrible person. You want to give someone the benefit of the doubt. You want to be like, oh, here, I don't mind helping you. And then, you know, next second later, you know, boom, don't see them again, or they fucking badmouth you.
Or they badmouth you, or got what they wanted, and they're like, well, fuck you now.
Yeah. So that's why I kind of, you know, stay in my own little, I guess my own little bubble with those kinds of things, because we have a great group of friends. I know we can all be a little crazy sometimes, but we are able to, even if that does happen, say, hey, you know what? You know, we're adults. Let's talk this out. You know, this is what this is. And we can move on with it and be real with one another. You can't do that with a lot of people. And it's unfortunate, because especially in this day and age, like with social media being at an all-time high, Is this?
No, you're banging the table.
Oh, I was. Oh, it was. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I didn't know what the whole. Like, oh.
I was like, yo,
I thought you were pointing at.
I was trying to be subtle with it
the strawberry.
Because I've been yelled at for. Why are you so tough on RJ?
No, you're not tough on me. I only joke about that. I don't care.
RJ is living his best life.
Yeah. Yes. YOLO, as they like to say. But
or FOMO, as you learned.
FOMO. Yeah. FOMO. All right. Oh my God, it's so depressing now that I say that out loud. No, but you're right. Like in this day and age, people like mental health is a much bigger issue. It's more prominent.
Oh, shout out! It's Mental Health Month right now.
Mental Health Month. All right. If you're not okay, it's okay not to be okay. Speak up. Talk to somebody.
Yeah, talk to somebody.
Yeah, we really do promote that. As goofy as we may be sometimes.
Yep.
No, but we're in a day and age where people are again consumed by social media, consumed by this. There's so much information out there now. And it depresses people. People get depressed, man. And it's hard. It's like, oh, well, I wanted to grow up and be this, and I want to do this, or something's holding me back from this. And and the whole mental health thing, it's a big deal. It's a very real thing. People can be sick in the head, man.
Sometimes it can be hard. People get into these thought loops. I talked about this before. Like you get into these thought loops, these negative thought loops, and then it's hard to get out of those.
Depression.
Yeah, and then you get deeper into those thought loops, and it becomes depression. Then it becomes like, it's just you can get into some dark places if you don't fucking talk to somebody.
And that's true.
And I think a huge thing is like it's all about the company you keep too. I mean, you definitely like. I'm not sure what you guys believe in, but I feel like, if you hang out with people that have negative energy, you're going to be the person that's going to have negative energy too. 100%. Be a negative person.
Yeah.
Or as our good friend likes to say, vibes. All right.
Yeah. You have to be very selfish with, like your inner peace and like how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, because like it's so easy for other people to come and break that barrier down, and with just their energy, may not even do anything. Just their energy and their aura, like they can easily get in the way of like you doing things if you consume too much of that. You know what I mean? Like of that person. No,
so, that's I think Jared will agree with me on this. We definitely 100%
I'm
agree
kind
with
of that. I agree. Definitely with the vibes, but then again, it goes back for me. Sometimes people can hide. They can want to be positive, but they don't realize they haven't worked on themselves enough to get rid of the negative.
But you can feel that, like you can.
Sometimes.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's
you can tell when somebody's like, I don't know. You can kind of tell when somebody's being phony and fake. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, at least at our age, I mean, we're not in high school anymore.
We lived enough life to know when somebody's like being phony and fake and somebody's just trying to get something from you. I mean, like, we're not dumb. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how, depending on how, it's up to you how you play that situation, but we're not dumb. Like, and sometimes some people may just roll with it and just say, oh, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like, we're old enough to know that, okay, this person's full of shit. And how we want to deal with that person. You know what I mean? Like,
and their history is probably full of shit too.
Right. Sometimes you meet people in life and you just put them in a place. Like I'm sure you have several people that you know, right? And they have categories, like you're like, okay, this person, not to say like
they're like hurricanes.
You just like, okay, this person's over here, this person's over here. Like you kind of know. Like I have people that I know that like I love them to death, but I have to be in a place to kind of deal with them. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like I love them to death, but I know what kind of energy they bring. So I'm kind of like, okay, I got to be in this state to deal with
to
that
be able
person,
to go with
deal with that person. If I'm not in that state, I'm like, okay, I can't deal with it. Like
that's kind of what I'm kind of getting.
That's actually a very good way of putting it, Ace. Shout out to you. Ace Boogie here on the Mad Scientist Lab, episode 91, baby. All right,
I wasn't talking.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
It's not a competition. It's not a competition. We're all here just talking, guys.
Rude.
It's not a competition.
I forgot my thought.
No, you were saying like, fuck. I forgot what you were saying
because you didn't know what I was going to say because you cut me off before I was going to say it.
I was trying to plug us in. I got that done, didn't I? So people. So you're basically saying people. That give off a certain energy, you have to have the mentality to deal with it at certain times.
So recently I've just figured this out. It's like learning to love certain people from a certain distance.
Yeah.
And I had to hear it from somewhere before I kind of understood what it meant. Because that applies to anybody who's been in your life or who is in your life. Like, I don't care if it's parents, if it's blood. It's like sometimes it's just like, yo, you're fucking
off the wire.
I don't want to say poison, but like,
yeah,
it's poison enough where it's gonna affect me in a way that I don't want to be affected. So I need you over here.
Yeah. But still, like, not show that person that you're just being ugly towards them. Like you know, like like you were saying earlier about blood. Like, you may have people in your family that you fuck with because like they're your family.
Yeah.
However, you know that particular person wouldn't be in your close circle. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
but they're your family. Like, whether that be their immediate family or distant family. Like, you just like, okay, cool. This is my aunt or my cousin or whomever it may be. Like, okay, I fuck with them, but I know the kind of vibes, the energy that they're giving off. You know, and I don't really want to associate myself with that. I have to deal with them in spurts. Like, I can come out here for a family reunion or what it may be. We may be gathering for dinner, but like, nah, you know, like, and the same way, like, it's all about, like, even if you had friends from like when you're younger, right, and you guys may have been great friends at that point in time of your life because you're interested in the same things, right? You have common interest. But as you grow and evolve, like, those things change. Like, you may have people in your life from a long time ago that you may don't have anything in common with, like 10 years ago, like 10 years, like from that time that you guys had a lot in common. So like, you can still be friends with them and it's still cool, but like, you guys are just going in different directions, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, people like get bitter about it, but like, it's all right. Like, I still fuck with you. You're still my friend. I still care about you, but we're just going on different paths in our lives, and it's okay. I wish you all the best on the path that you're going, the journey that you're going, and I wish you to do the same for me. You know, like, and it shouldn't be any hard feelings about that. You know, like, I think some people get like, oh, this person's not loyal to me because, like, that's all fucking bullshit. Like,
that's an excuse. Yeah, it's an excuse.
I think it's an excuse.
To justify their anger or bitterness.
But that goes back to what we were talking about. Like, where is the loyalty? Like, where do you draw the line for loyalty?
But, you know, like, with saying that, like, if that other person, let's say that your friend John or whatever, you guys were friends when you were younger, and then you grew up and you evolved, you had a different journey in life, you're going this direction. John may have been a bit stagnant, may not have gone anywhere, but you still fuck with him because he's your friend. But if John sees you evolving and doing better things in your life, he shouldn't get mad because you're doing that. He should commend you. Be like, oh yeah, that's my guy. I know him from when he was a kid. I'm proud of him. He's doing this. But like, some people, and it's quick to say, oh, you're not loyal. You're not loyal. You're not loyal. You're not loyal. Like, no, like, I'm still loyal to you. I'm still your friend. However, like, I had to move on to bigger and better things, my man. Like, that's what it is. And like, you shouldn't be mad at me because I want more from my life and I want to do more. You know, like, I don't think anybody should be mad at somebody trying to get the most out of their life. And to circle back to what I said earlier, we all have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, we should all have our purpose and find our purpose, right? So like, if I have to kind of get out of this little place that I was in to go off on my journey and find my purpose, like, commend that. Let me do that, you know, without feeling like I'm being disloyal, you know, like.
No, that's a very great way of putting it. Because I think I know I'm sure we've all personally experienced it in some way. I know that I have with people that I've grown up with who again, I do speak to on occasion. And it's like, hey, come out and see me. And it's like, man, I really just don't have the time to do it, you know. I work during the week. We do the podcast on the weekends. You need your own space too. Like, I definitely need my time to decompress and get my mind, get your mind right, so to speak. If there's a day where I'm a shut in,
I don't think that's an area that's respected enough by other people.
What, getting your mind right?
Having your own time to yourself. And
because they look at it as, like you were just saying, like, oh, you're not being loyal.
You got to be selfish with your time sometimes, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, this is how I see it. How I see it is that, like, if I'm not the best person to myself, how can I be a good person to you? To others. You know what I mean? Like,
I learned that a long time. A friend told me that.
I have to be good to myself first. And if that requires me to tell people, like, I can't fuck with you today, I can't message, because, like, I want to spend time to myself, reflect. And that all circle back to, like, mental health. Like, sometimes you just have to gather your thoughts, like, by yourself. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like that sometimes.
No,
I don't want.
No,
I don't want to
100%
be bothered.
that way.
I don't want nobody talking to me. I see a text come through. I'm putting my phone on do not disturb because I don't want nothing. You know what I mean? Like I don't want nobody bugging
I'm the same
me.
way.
Because I need time to myself to try to figure out my thoughts and just enjoy myself. You know what I mean? Like, so I can be the best version of myself to other people.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's 100, as they like to say.
And when people don't understand that and they intrude on that that time and they feel offended that you're not letting me into this space. It's like you're not supposed to be in this space. This is my space for like go take your own time, do your thing, and like we can come together at some point later.
Right.
So
it's important, man. It's important. Like,
No, and I 100% agree. Even though I was talking about wanting to be out, and just all that.
But you take your time though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like when you're gaming, that's your time.
Yeah. So my happy space, is when I have a day, especially now that I'm not running a business. I've been doing the new job for 6 or 7 months, almost 8 months now. Yeah. I have a lot more time for myself, and it was very weird for me initially because I was so used to being available to everybody. Yeah, all times of the day.
Seen you in a pizza outfit
yeah.
I'm so glad for that.
Yeah, and
smelling
so
like
you smell like a whole
double pepperoni with extra cheese.
Yeah, it's all right, man. But
where's Sean when you need him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Well, he'd come through if he needed to.
Too late now.
It is probably a little too late. But besides that. But there are days where it's like, okay, like I have a good chunk of the day for myself. And I have more of it now, more often than I'm actually very used to. Mm-hmm. So when I initially stopped working at my old establishment, it's like, okay, what do I do with myself? I didn't know, man. It took me a good month and a half to say, okay, like I have weekends off now. I can go up to Jared's stand-up on a Saturday night. I can go over to a good friend's house for a barbecue, and that they're always great hosts to us. I can really do things now, like very common things.
It's called quality of life, sir.
Quality of life, which I didn't have before, and I didn't know what to do with myself. Like I had no idea. But now it's like, so we did the podcast, the last episode last Friday. We normally do them on Saturdays. And Saturday, before I went out in the evening to watch any of the sports that was on, I had the whole day for myself. Did the little shit I had to do around the house in the morning, which I do things around the house despite what Jared may think. But I'm able to.
I've seen it yet, sir.
Yeah. So, you're not here when it happens, so it's okay.
Look, man, he puts the lid down after he takes a piss.
Yeah, I do. That is probably the number one thing. I was like, you know what? I got 2 women living in the house.
Yeah, a house full of women, you have to put the seat down.
Yeah, I got to put the seat down. But it's like, okay, let me get in my own space for a while. And I'm, like you said, your phone rings. Okay, I'll call this guy back in 20 minutes. Or Jared needs a description for the show.
I never call motherfuckers back.
No, but
CJ, I got your back. I'm gonna call you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like, so Sunday mornings, right? Jared will be like, send me the description. It'll be like 1 p.m. I'm sitting there on the sticks in my space. It's like, all right, I got Jared. And then it's 8:30 at night. And he was like, where is the motherfucking description?
Because by that time, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, he's ready to go to bed or go out, or like, are you out? It's like, oh God, I got to do the description because
I'm going out. Shit.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I just needed that whole several hours to just I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan at all.
No.
Okay, so anyway, I won't use that as you just have to basically take it out of your mind.
I can't get into the Harry Potter stuff.
Well, see, I grew up with the books, so I'm more a fan of the films. I think are great they do. Sorry about that. Do justice to the books, but I was a kid when the books came out, so I grew up with that. So I'm just a fan. A lot of the things I still like to this day, I grew up with. I mean,
that's most people though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just talking about video games. Obviously professional wrestling, and and fucking and we'll use Harry Potter as a prime example. Literature. It's I was a bookworm. Like I like books. I like those. I like reading. And
hey man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
I don't know. Literature, sir. Literature. They're called breasts, by the way, not titties. And that's the correct terminology for it. I forgot we had that one. But yeah, so like I hear you, man. You need your space so you don't fucking go crazy. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to go crazy. Like, I mean, I'm sure there are select individuals in the world, but look at terrible things that happen. Okay, like a kid getting bullied in school and that doesn't have an outlet, and then ends up obviously doing a horrible thing by bringing a weapon to school and harming their classmates. Or
it's about to go dark, RJ.
No. But I'm just saying. well, that's what it's for. This is what this is for. But these people have, when they have no outlet. If you have no outlet, that's the biggest problem, dude. Because you got all that energy, all that negative energy, just rotating constantly in your brain. And Jared was saying it takes you to
I
a
don't
dark
think it's
place.
just crazy people though. I think it's a lot. Of
No,
people
I don't think it's crazy people
don't
either.
have outlets. They just get there. If you, I can say right now, like when the pandemic hit and I couldn't go to jiu-jitsu, there was a time when my mind was not right, and I had to I had to push through work. I had to push through life. I had to push through a lot of shit, and thank God I made it through it. And jiu-jitsu came back, and I was like, as soon as I came back, my whole fucking demeanor changed.
Yeah.
And it just like crazy people, like, and they the one thing they took away from people was the fucking gym, and like a lot of people that is their fucking release,
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Yeah,
It's
exercise, RJ. That's what we're trying to.
Yeah, okay.
Like, yeah,
Thank you.
It's
I appreciate
it's fun
it.
eating whatever you want and drinking all the time, but like it doesn't make you feel good. Like during COVID, like dude, like I was
gyms working.
were closed. Like I was not following any kind of. I was eating. My DoorDash bill was crazy, bro. Because like I was DoorDashing everything. IHOP, DoorDash, everything DoorDashed.
I was baking. I was baking banana nut bread during that time.
What?
Dude, you should get like a photo of you like with your eye twitching with like a thing of like a pan of it in your hand.
I can make some more. I just need some bananas, some ripe bananas.
Is it good?
Yeah, fuck.
All right, man. All right, so we want to try Jared's banana nut bread.
Next podcast, I don't have to be on. I just sit in that chair over there and just eat the fucking banana bread.
I'll see. I gotta buy some bananas, and they have to be like.
Or maybe I'll
ripe.
shift to that chair over there and just come up.
Oh yeah. You're more than welcome.
Eat banana bread on the podcast and watch somebody else.
Dude, banana bread is fucking awesome, dude. No, it doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Good.
It's fucking great.
And neither does onion rings, in my opinion, as well.
You can keep those.
You don't like onion rings?
Onion straws, I fuck with.
Well, you like one from Sonic's?
Yeah, they're fine. Like,
what about the blooming onion? Remember that? Like,
yeah. Back
that's
in the
my
day,
shit.
Yeah.
Dog, I used to hate onions until I had that shit, and then I was
what
like,
about that blooming onion,
yeah,
bro?
blooming
That
onion.
thing right there.
Yeah, so certain foods, like, yeah, you're right. Like, you're younger, or at least for me, like, I've never been an onion guy. But as I got older, they
Onions
go
are
in
good,
fucking.
bro. It's flavor.
Yeah. So as I got older, you throw it in something, you throw it in your
caramelize
sauce.
them a little bit.
Yeah, throw it in your sauce, blooming, fry, whatever. It's like, oh man, this thing is fucking awesome.
Flavor.
So
My
onions
thing-
are awesome.
My thing is like real garlic cloves. Like I don't do that chop shit. I
Yeah,
fucking make I break it off the
Mash 'em
clove,
down.
mash it with yes, exactly. Fucking and put like 4 or 5 cloves and whatever. I could be making like one saucepan, and it's just straight garlic and butter.
Oh, dude, I mean,
Be hot as hell for like days.
then you're gonna
on
be
end.
sweating the next day, stinking. Like,
It's good for you though.
no, I know it's good for you. It's definitely good for you, but yeah, I was definitely like that when I was younger. I was kind of a picky eater, and then
Really?
yeah, when I was a
I
kid,
don't see you as being a picky eater.
when I was
do.
a child, when I was
He's
a kid,
white. It's
yeah.
white.
Hold on, when I was a kid,
Can I get chicken nugget?
hey, first of all,
I don't know.
nothing wrong
Tell
with
me
some
why
nuggets,
people
man.
that are picky eaters. I don't know.
No, but when I was a kid, I was just like, I wouldn't eat certain things. Then I got older. It's like, you know what? Let me just grow up.
What was those the Frankie things? Or
Oh, the fucking Fun Franks. So
What
let
are
me
Fun
ask you this,
Franks?
Ace. Hold on,
I
dude.
don't even know what they
Fuck
are.
Jared.
Don't ask me because I have no idea what.
All right. So when I was a kid,
Vienna sausages. I don't. What are you
no,
talking
okay.
about?
So we're getting there. Fuck Jared. All right. So listen. So when I was a kid, my dad used to take me to the Saratoga Giant. I'm sure you're familiar with the.
I still go there.
Yeah. So there's a giant in Saratoga. Shout out to, that area.
Saratoga.
Yeah.
guys
Oh
know
no.
I'm
I
not-
mean,
I'm
there's a
not
lot of
from
people
here.
I
Yeah,
grew up
he's
with.
not-
I'm not
Yo,
from here.
It's
a little past
Springfield.
Lorton. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Springfield, a
Okay.
little past Lorton. But I went to elementary school out there. I know a lot of people out there. So when I was a kid, they used to have these. Fuck, I hate you, Jared. So my dad we would go to the grocery store. They used to have this little cardboard like box, like something you get at Costco where you just load your groceries up with, and they'd be filled with these little hot dogs wrapped in plastic, and they were called
Little Wieners.
Little wieners. All
Yes.
right. And they were called Fun Franks.
Wrapped in plastic.
They were called Fun Franks, or that's what my dad called them. Okay. And we Googled this, we searched it, we can't find these things anywhere.
We had a whole show named RJ's Fun
Yeah, there's a
Franks.
whole show dedicated to this.
All right, let's
So,
dedicate this one to that.
so we're not gonna we're not gonna take it that far.
Okay,
but I'm
okay.
telling you, they are a real thing, and they are Fun Franks. Okay, they might be fun because they're bite sized, so maybe that was the
That's not like Vienna sausages, man. Like,
yeah, well, yeah, but still, I cannot. And we spent a good portion Googling and doing all this. I cannot find the same box of the same brand, whatever it was.
they made them just for RJ.
Yeah.
It
It was probably
a special
named.
order.
It was probably named like little baby
Little guys. Wow.
dicks. And your dad was like, you know what? I'm not gonna feed my son baby dicks.
Yeah, you know what?
Even though my son is a baby dick.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. He's not too far from the truth. My name is Richard. I'm the third.
Hey.
So my grandfather was big dick. My okay. And
Your dad was middle dick.
no. My dad was little dick,
Average
and
dick.
since I'm third,
Tiny dick.
I'm baby dick. You know, all right.
This is real, ladies and gentlemen. See, you should be writing some fucking comic.
No.
some comedy
I'm
right
I'm not gonna disclose this
That's a
information.
fucking joke right there. That's
It is a fucking
hilarious.
joke. Actually, somebody told that to me like 6 months ago, so it's not my own. So I won't.
And you
But I
stole it.
I did steal it, but it's funny because it's true. Wait,
Is it stealing if that person never gets on stage and tells it?
nah, it was just somebody just randomly talking to me, and I was like, oh, that's pretty
Out of
fucking
respect,
funny.
like, you know what, man? You told me something that was funny the other day. I might use.
No,
it.
you asked him. Yeah, of course you asked him.
No, well, I've
Like
never.
you see, I Am Dolomite, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
of
we were
course.
talking about this the other night.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah, that I like that shit too.
A lot of people were hating on it.
Nah, that movie was good, man.
Yeah, it was very good.
What about the Coming to America, the new one?
I haven't watched it
I
yet.
didn't hate it.
I didn't watch it yet, just because.
It wasn't the first one.
No, of course not. It will never be the first one because the first one, like we were talking about, is the grittiness of it and the film grain. This one was very high production and like they had like
It was.
It's
Yeah.
colorful, so to
it
speak.
was very colorful. I did like Wesley Snipes' character. Like I feel
Wesley
like
Snipes is funny, man.
yeah,
I
he's
didn't know he was
fucking-
so funny.
No, he's funny as shit. Yeah, because growing up, he was always doing
Blade and all that
yeah,
stuff.
like
Man on the what was it? Passenger 57.
Passenger 57.
Bro,
Always
what?
bet
That's
on
my
black.
dude. What was? There is another one. He's got. Is it called Drop Zone? Is he in that one too?
He is in Drop Zone,
Yeah,
yeah.
Drop Zone.
Drop
Yeah,
Zone
good
was kinda-
'90s action films that are.
Wesley had a good run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the saxophones
He
playing.
should have paid
and
his
everything.
taxes.
Yeah,
He had a good
definitely.
run. Hey,
Should have paid his fucking taxes, ladies.
hey,
and
Eddie's
gentlemen.
putting them on now. Right?
Pay your taxes,
Yes, please
Eddie's
pay your
putting them
taxes.
on. Yes.
So,
or have the government pay you if you have a business of your own and you're fucking writing off shit.
well, that's not me. I'm just a part of it.
Free tips.
I'm just a part of it. I'm just a part of it.
Your
So
mileage too, guys. Your mileage too.
Well, how about this? You start your own, and then we pay you, and we're paying a business. It's business to business transaction.
all right. Well, just show me. That
I just
stuff.
made that up. I don't know if that's going to be a real thing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
I'm
it
not an
sounds
accountant.
smart. You should have told me sooner.
I'm not an accountant.
It probably it's gonna take me 6 more months to.
How about I make you sign a 1099? How about that?
No,
Sure.
you don't want to do that, RJ.
I'm not
'Cause now
signing
you gotta,
shit.
that's additional income. You don't want to do that.
Then you got to pay more taxes.
Yes, don't do that.
Yeah, please pay your taxes. And no,
Get-
please do
get
not
a
take advantage of
LLC.
my naiveness.
Get an LLC, and then
Richard J.
I could pay you from this LLC to your LLC, and that's income into your business.
But it's still additional income. Like you're a sole proprietor, so like if he has an LLC, any additional income is going to add on to the income that he currently
true.
has at his job.
True.
So unless he spends that money or writes it off and invests it back into his LLC, he's not going to make it. Like it's no benefit to him. You know,
So
it's not going to.
invest it back into your LLC.
Okay, we'll talk about this off the podcast.
I don't know. I'm just making up
Nah,
shit.
it's all right.
Trying to work the system.
So
Can't work the system. The
Yeah, I
system
know.
always.
The
fails.
system is there though. If you're making a lot of money, they're working that system.
The system's not built for middle class people.
all right, so we've been serious for a little while. So something I wanted to talk about last week, I did forget about it, but Ace said something about it when we were
What?
walking into my house. The cicadas, right? Okay,
Oh,
that are obviously 17 years they come out.
Invading Northern Virginia. Oh, the East Coast, really.
I personally have not seen a whole lot. I have seen a few.
Seen a few, yeah.
Yeah, but I have. There's a older coworker that works with me, and he's in his probably 60s. He's, I believe, from Laos. I could be wrong about that. But I don't know if he's joking or he's being dead serious because I really can't tell.
I already know where you're going with this.
So he eats cicadas.
I used to live in Thailand for 2 years.
Okay.
So Laos was right beside, was right next.
So
to
it's a common thing out there.
Yeah. They have they grill them. Right?
Yeah, chocolate covered
crickets.
Yeah.
It's all there.
So he was talking about that with me at work. He was like, "Yo, I'll bring you some," and I was like, "No, I'm not eating no fucking bugs, dude." I was like,
protein, bro.
No, I'm not against protein.
Hey, you put a char on anything, man. It might.
I've seen recipes on Facebook talking about add a little crunch to your salad, but with cicadas.
Those people are sick.
First of all, I'm not harvesting cicadas.
Those motherfuckers are huge.
Yeah,
dude, they're pretty big.
This is the one that's like every 17 years.
Hey, pull one of those up. Let me see how they look. Not dead.
You said not dead.
Not dead. Without their fucking their shell all over the place. But no, he was just joking about it. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make some this weekend." He said the guy I live with is gonna make some. I was like, "Bro, are you serious?" He was like, "Yeah," but then he was laughing, and I was like, he's got to be dead serious because who jokes about that? I mean, like,
why did type in cicadas 2021? Like, it's a different cicada.
No, there's different broods. There's like every 17 years. There's one that's every 5 years.
Ugly, bro. God damn, they're ugly.
Well, then the saying can go back
flying roaches. Is that what they are? Like, Jesus,
I don't know what they are. They
They
just burrow into the ground, lay their eggs, and
they just come out freaking out for a while, and then
they come out, fuck again, and then go back in. Like this particular brood this year is like every 17 years. There's one that's every 5 years, and I think there's one that might be every 3 years. But yeah, I remember the last time.
That's an ugly motherfucker.
It was probably about 5 years ago, or I don't remember how many years ago, but.
Wow.
They were just all on like the tire of my car. This was in Woodbridge though. They were all on the tire of my car. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna get in here and fucking drive these motherfuckers off.
Yeah, and they're gone.
Scroll down. Let me see it. That's the one from this year, huh? The 2021 cicada.
Yeah. I mean, they look all the same, but there's, like I said, there's different cycles. Like, look at this shit.
It's making my skin crawl.
Hey, there's one down here.
Yeah, my God, dude. That's a fucking lot of bugs, dude.
Cicada mania.
A bug will not bother me. 2 bugs won't bother me. Dude, if there's a mass amount of bugs, it's going to bother me.
See, 17 years swarm.
All right, let's get off this, man.
All right.
So we're got them on our face.
Dude,
Next.
Yeah, okay. That is like super creepy.
What is she doing?
Type in just something random.
Just type in like
I was trying to say
teddy bear, please.
Eating
like something.
recipes.
Don't type that in. I'm hungry.
You want protein?
I got my protein bar down here. I will pop that joint open.
Got out here. They go for the protein bar. You know. Yeah. So
you want me to take it off the screen for you?
Yeah. Well, it's fucking. Well, I was just talking about eating them, and it's like. So, but if you think about it, you know, I don't know. So, do you eat pork, man?
Yeah.
I mean,
not a lot.
Not. So
I'm
been
not like anti-pork or whatever. Like,
so like I've been a lot better about it lately. I love bacon on fucking everything, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's bacon.
Good.
You know,
yeah, it's pretty good.
But you know, if you really think about it, at the end of the day, you're still eating some like you know, you're talking about like, oh God, you're eating a bug, but at the end of the day, you're eating like a slaughtered pig or whatever it may be. You know, the kind of
Pigs
thing.
are smart as shit. Apparently,
they're
they're smarter than dogs.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Not that they're smarter than dogs, but they're smart in general. I mean, animals are. It's Mother Nature, man. You know.
No, I'm talking. When I say smart, I mean like smart. Like they know when shit's fucking popping off.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, what kind of bacon am I going to be? Like apple smoked bacon? I'm just cherry wood smoked. Like they be asking questions before they slaughter. Like,
dude,
I was joking.
Maybe
not that smart.
But
Bro,
they. I haven't done the research. But I'm just saying. I know the pigs are like super smart. Like
I believe it.
But I think like just thinking about it from that aspect, it's like you know, it's like oh, I'm getting on this guy for eating a bug, right?
You gonna eat that kiwi?
Are you here?
No,
please.
I'm asking you.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
getting on
not.
a guy from eating a bug.
Yeah, but it's like you know, as I would say, as Americans, you know, you eat, you know, fucking, you know, you eat
Trash.
garbage,
Trash
you know?
all day.
And you know, we don't know what's. I mean, we have more of an idea nowadays of what's in certain foods, processed foods. It's like, yo, that's disgusting. But
That's
you
really
eat it,
bad, bro.
Yeah, and then you eat it anyway, and then you kind of rag on somebody for like, oh, you're eating a bug, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hand in hand the same thing, so to speak, in terms of like, oh, that's nasty. Like, why are you eating that?
I saw a TikTok today that was talking about Gatorade and how much does it really hydrate you? And then we're talking about how much like sugar and
are you talking about
artificial sugar? And then they were talking about even the zero sugar joints is still like a bunch of extra, like 400 times more sweeter than regular sugar. And it's like, yo, what the fuck?
It's just chemical sugar.
Is this the guy with the honeydew on the table?
No.
Okay, no. I saw a post.
TikTok, bro. You're not on TikTok.
Well, hold on. I saw a post on Facebook 2 nights ago. It was an extensive post about Gatorade, so maybe it's
related.
Related, and he was saying the same thing. You know, Gatorade is super false advertisement. Like, you sweat out, and it's supposed to restore all the electrolytes in your body from sweating them out and all that. And in reality, he's like, this is what's in it. And what you're putting into you is actually far worse, and and all this other shit. And so, I like Gatorade. I don't drink it often at all, but on occasion, if it's a hot day, I will grab a little thing of Gatorade. Okay, but at the same time, what I've learned is there's a lot of, I think, salt in that shit too.
The
sodium,
the sodium, and
that's the electrolytes that they're adding.
But I basically was told that if you're not sweating or working out or whatever, drinking it just for whatever, it's actually worse.
It's like
for
a soda.
You. Yeah, it's actually worse for you if you're just drinking it just to drink it, so to speak. And
just
so
drink water and add some flavor drops to it.
Yeah,
sometimes I have like sometimes 7-Eleven have that replenish joint. Sometimes I'll take a couple sips of that just to like get like it might be a little bit of sugar and some salt.
I'm not like a sugar.
I don't like sugar either.
I don't drink soda.
I've been trying.
I don't drink sodas. So.
Yeah, I don't drink soda. It's been a long time, and sometimes I will have one, but it'll be like at a cookout, and it'll be like
I can't.
It's very rare.
No, I'm with Jared. Like if I go somewhere, if you go to a restaurant or even at a fast food place, again, it's not good for you. But like I don't mind eating the food despite how bad it is for you. And they give you the drink with it, and dude, I'll take 4 or 5 sips out of it, and I'm done with it. Like I'm completely done with it.
Sugar's real bad for your brain function.
It's really really bad for like sugar. Like I don't know. Like I'm not like a sweet person anyway.
Yeah.
But I notice like I do get my cravings for like something sweet every once in a while, and like my go-to is like cheesecake and carrot cake. Like those two things.
Cheesecake is awesome.
Carrot cake sure for me, bro.
Cheesecake and carrot cake, bro. Yeah. Like if somebody brought some carrot cake cupcakes in there or something, I would be like,
I'll take one at least.
Yeah, let me get one. Yeah. Especially if there's a cream cheese frosting on it. Like,
that's
because then you kind of like mixing both, like the cheesecake and that's why I love it. That's why I love it. But I'm not like a huge sweet person. I'm more like of a savory person, a salty person, or whatever. Yeah. But like if I do too much sugar, like it makes me feel worse than like having a hangover. Like worse.
No, it makes me like at least with sugar with me, especially with soda. Like if I drink a can of Coke right now, I'm gonna be feeling all sorts of fucking weird. I'm gonna be all fucking anxious, all fidgety. That's the caffeine obviously, but the sugar itself, it makes you feel like crap, dude. Like you legit feel like crap. And so again, I don't drink it. I don't have any in the fridge upstairs. I'll get a juice every now and then. But soda, like there was a point in time in my life where I drank it a little bit for maybe a year or two, like pretty regularly. But then ever since then, just absolutely not. Can't do it. Like sweets, like I can do like a piece of velvet, like red velvet cake.
Red velvet's my next one, so.
Red velvet cake.
That shit is fucking powerful.
Yeah,
what?
so red velvet. Oh yeah, dude. Which again is another thing that does not get enough credit because there's white cake and chocolate cake and all. Dude, red velvet is
red velvet is like that. If you want, that's sugar.
Yeah, I know, but if there's one thing I can eat that I can just be like, oh, this is great.
I'm a fan of peanut butter though.
See, okay, so
give me a peanut butter banana.
Oh, that's
I don't do the banana so much, but
like in a sandwich.
No, bro, no.
No, okay. That's white people. All right.
I've tried it.
That's
like if I'm really poor, if I'm like really hurting for whatever food's in the house, and
you just try to put things together, get your stomach full. I get it, man.
But, no, I've done it, but I just meant in general, like as a snack. Like I'll eat peanut butter and banana, no problem.
Peanut butter, like can be a problem. You got to have the fucking. It has to be the right peanut butter, because peanut butter has a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
If you get that real artificial shit,
you gotta get the almond butter or whatever, the natural.
And almond butter is expensive as fuck.
Hey, all the stuff that's better for you is expensive. You know,
it's fucking.
Oh,
sad.
dude,
that's why America's full of fat fucks. Like we're all like that's why because you got to think about it. Like think about it from this perspective. Like to eat healthy costs more than it does to not eat healthy. You know what I mean? Like in majority of America is in the middle to lower class. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
life's fucked up.
So what are we going to do? You know what I mean? Like, are you going to not pay your bills to eat healthy? Like, come on. Like, you got to think about it from that perspective. Like, and then it kind of sucks. Like if you want people to have like their best life and longevity in their life, like you would be like, okay, cool. We want people to be healthy. We're not going to charge them an arm and a leg to eat healthy and to be healthy. That's what they want for their lives, you know. But like, no, like you can go get like a McDonald's cheeseburger for $1, but like as soon as you get a salad from McDonald's, that's just like $8. Like why?
Yeah, no.
Why?
No, but that's
chicken nugget meals $10.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's fucked up. The whole thing is fucked up.
And you get a sodium or a Sprite, which is full of sugar on it.
If there is a soda I'll drink, it'd be Sprite because there's no caffeine in it. Caffeine just makes me bounce off the walls.
I drink so much caffeine. It doesn't even affect me.
I think there is
caffeine. I can't.
There's caffeine in every soda. It's just the dyes. That's why everybody stops.
Fuck, dude. I don't know. Certain sodas just fucking make me just make me all fidgety. But like you're right, like the way it's designed is like, so put it this way, like when the pandemic started, right, when everybody's talking about your health and eating healthy and washing your hands and basic which you should have been doing before. So before
precisely,
so before I get to the food,
vitamin D, zinc, vitamin C, all that shit.
So before I get to the food, I will walk into a Giant.
Giant is your spot.
Well, I mean, I work next door to one, so I mean, it was my place. Yeah. So I remember going in there when the pandemic started. We were still working. When everybody was furloughed or unemployed or whatever the case may be. And I remember walking down the cleaning aisle. And I remember seeing all this hand soap, but there was no hand sanitizer. Right? It's like, okay, so you still have to wash your hands, bro. Like I will never not talk about this.
Oh, speaking of,
you have to wash your hands. You can't just rub in the dirt.
I don't know. Did I tell you when we were at the game that I noticed, and I even talked to somebody who was washing their hands next to me in the bathroom. I was like, yo, I feel like pre-pandemic, nobody was washing their hands at these fucking games. Now everybody's washing their hands. He was like, yeah, I think you're right. I was like, yeah, because y'all niggas nasty.
Yeah, dude, there are unfortunately nasty people in the world. But what I was getting to, so they're like, keep your hands clean. All the hand sanitizer's gone. Like, dude, I don't use hand sanitizer. I wash my hands.
I don't use hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I don't. Like I work.
No, hand sanitizer is for those in between moments after you don't wash your hands, but you may have touched.
Yeah, but people are looking at it
all the way back to the bathroom to wash your hands again. It's like a quick little.
No, which is fine. I mean, it has its purpose, but people were looking at it as the end all be all of like, keeping their hands clean.
Because
no,
the CDC
you have
said that.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely horseshit.
And then that's when people were buying groceries, bringing them in their house. I was doing it. I was fucking spraying down my groceries and shit. Like what?
Yeah, like looking like a fucking weirdo and shit, So onto the food, right? We're talking about, how things cost an arm and a leg, the healthy things. You got people trapped in the crib for however long it is. Dude, all the things that are good for you are still on the shelves. All the pizza rolls, all the junk food, all the fucking whatever the fuck it may be, the ramen noodles, all the things that are bad for you, everything is gone. All ramen. No. So I actually made some ramen.
Ramen, right?
Yeah, no. I have no beef with ramen. I actually made
sounds like it.
No. So
I do have beef with ramen.
Yeah.
Like the beef ramen.
What I did the other night was I have a thing of Old Bay in the cabinet. Instead of using the seasoning packets, I use the Old Bay to.
Oh, Emerald Lagasse.
Yeah. So I think I don't actually think I put enough in there.
No, you didn't. I can tell you didn't, because that seasoning packet has like so much fucking salt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I dumped what I thought or I peppered, so to speak, peppering it in there.
Son, you gotta be like,
dude, I thought about it, but I didn't want to oversaturate it, but yeah, just make some Old Bay ramen. It's fucking phenomenal.
Do you know the things you can, have you ever had the fried ramen? Like, you ever put your vegetables together with your protein, you take the ramen, you boil it right quick, you add your different, like ramen is
universal. Yeah, it's universal.
Like a stir fry. You can make it a stir. Have you ever done that with it, ramen?
No, I've taken eggs and hot dogs and things like that, and
you mean a wok?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like, I mean, we didn't have a wok. I mean, it's just a regular, saucepan. You know what I mean? Like, but it does the same thing.
Yeah. It's just a fancy name for it.
Yeah, it does the same thing. You ain't gonna be have your onions and shit flying all over the place. But I'm just saying, like, you could just do more with the ramen.
Yeah, no, ramen is universal. So that's why I was like, you know what? I was like, I got this Old Bay here. I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck it. Let me just do it this way, because it's seasoning at the end of the day. And it was great. So, like, please, if you have Old Bay, put it in your ramen. But going back to...
put it in your butt.
Sorry. Zing, pal.
It was there.
Voodoos, whatever the fuck you're drinking.
I'm almost done. We're almost done.
No. So...
He said no.
No, but going back to it, all the fucking...
What time is it?
Yeah, what time? Yeah, so... Well, but anyway...
11:39.
11:39? Damn, it's 11:39 at night?
Yes.
Holy
and
fucking...
we're at 1:44, so if we want to wrap it up...
Oh, shit, dude. We've been doing this for almost 2 hours. That's crazy.
Yeah, we can wrap it up if we want.
Okay, that's...
We can do another one.
Yeah, we can definitely do another.
We didn't even talk about anything, really.
We talk about
yeah. So, but see, that's what I was telling you, because like most people, when they come over, they're like, "What do we talk about?" And dude, we've literally sat here for 2 hours almost, and we've had a good time talking about whatever the fuck it may be.
Well, next time we do need to at least get like 5 bullet points. So
we can do that.
So we can stay like on topic. Within those bullet points.
I think me and RJ have gotten to the point where we're able to stay on topic,
right?
Because we just know how.
Yeah.
I used to do bullet points and like on a regular basis, but then it just.
Yeah, I feel
life gets in the way. And it's like,
right.
Boom, we just gonna come in here and do what the fuck, boom, whatever.
Yeah, because what was happening is we were structuring things, and it was working for a while, but then sometimes it wasn't, and then we would start talking about something, and the conversation would be so good, it's like, oh wait, we forgot to talk about this, and then we would just stop it, and then we would just fuck up the flow of current conversation. Gotcha. I mean, if you or anybody who wants to be on the Mad Scientist Lab who doesn't want to be. Excuse me. Oh my god.
Who doesn't want to be?
Yeah, they want to be.
They want to be. Who doesn't? Okay, my bad. Yeah. So whoever wants to be on this show, okay, is what I'm
saying.
saying.
You have those glasses on. They can't see what you're saying.
Are those your mom's?
No, they're actually they belong to our good friend Greg. Hello, Greg. We miss you.
Who's never coming back?
Yeah, he'll. I'm sure he'll be back.
No, he won't.
Okay.
He's on a new journey in life.
That's fine, and we support you here at the Mad Scientist Lab. But yeah, so if you have like little things you want to discuss or bring up, yeah, of course. But like if we try to structure it, we're probably gonna fuck it up, because we're gonna start talking about holes in our underwear or something, and it's gonna go on for like 20 minutes.
But that's why
facilitator. You gotta stay on track,
Yeah, that's why we have guests. Like we try to have guests, because especially interesting guests, because we try to bring them on and have them talk about stuff that nobody else is talking about.
Because it's a platform.
It could definitely be like one day you may have like it may be some like current events or something that we like all have some kind of input on, like something that's like, oh, how do you feel about this? Or like, and we just talk about that, because like different perspectives on like a certain topic, you can get a lot of insight from,
We have tried that before, and there's been arguments.
Really?
Yes.
Like what kind of like debates or arguments?
Well, it depends. I mean,
debate or argument?
Well, so Jared said earlier, I know we're going on a little bit, but so when we first started doing this show, we would get fucking plastered, dude. I mean, we'd sit down here with.
I saw you. You were taking shots on the.
Yeah. We used to.
This is probably the drunkest we've been in a while.
Yeah, that whole thing of strawberry kiwi.
Yeah,
is no longer.
Finish your thought, please.
So we used to get really plastered because we were like, "Oh, this is how it's supposed to be," and then we'd get so drunk that it would start to become incoherent. Then
But
people get
it
in their
was
feelings.
funny as fuck though.
Well, it's hilarious
But, like,
if you
it's
watch.
like-
If you're watching it, yeah, it's like, oh my god, look at these idiots. But that's not what our initial intention was. You know, it's like we want to put on a show, but we end up bickering and arguing about the dumbest of things. Unfortunately, well, no, they're important things. Don't
Yes,
get me wrong,
yes.
but the difference in opinion is not supposed to be so. You know,
This is what I have to learn.
What?
I have to learn to be able to reel him back in. Like, all right, you're going on too long.
oh, okay.
Hey, this is my first time on here.
Hey.
I just let,
No worries.
And thank you for coming over, man. So
Yeah.
with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 91 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is IRJ, the pizza guy.
Boys in the hood.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Along
didn't
with
get to that.
Jared, the visual mad
I
scientist.
think the name is going to be, we got a problem here.
We got a problem here. And our good friend Ace, a.k.a. Ace Boogie, apparently.
having me, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming over and just spending some time with us. We really do appreciate it. You have no idea how much it means to us to have somebody come
thank
over
you,
and
thank you.
Please come through again.
No, for
don't be
sure.
like
Yeah.
Motivated Movie Solutions who come by
Hey,
for part one.
Hey, don't put my boy out there like that, man.
Come
Make
through
sure-
for part one, didn't show up later.
No, I'll come back on here. Man.
Yeah,
It's
so
right
make
down the
sure
street from my house.
make sure your next move is your best move.
Absolutely.
And we will see you guys next week. Until then, please be safe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the little notification button down here. So that way when we do show you something, you can actually see it. And that way you can do everything I said above. So until then, we will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Good night.
Peace, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The Merit Scientist